Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you guys hear me and see me? Let me know if you can hear me and see me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I have my pink coffee with Nikki cup. If you have not yet purchased yours, you can do so at the campus store. And I created some new designs too. I love them. I think you're gonna love them too. I love them. I think you're gonna love them too. So can you guys hear me and see me? Please let me know in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Let me know if the sound is good. Good morning, Sean. I will be changing my location soon. So you'll see my new location, my new digs. All right, y'all. Let me know what's popping in the chat. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Kendra. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, y'all. How are you doing this morning? How are you doing this amazing morning? Today, we are going to be talking about goal setting. So, new week, new goals. So, we're going to be discussing goal setting today, setting smart goals, and breaking all of that down. So, that's what we're going to discuss today. It may, you know how we usually do, it may go off into something else, but as of right now, it is going to be about goal setting today. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Trina. Good morning. Julie, I'll see you tonight. Tonight we are going to the WNBA game at the Barclays. So we'll be doing that. We'll be seeing the Liberty in Connecticut? Chicago. Game 3 playoffs. Do or die, best die. Good morning, Nessa. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Betty Rose. Good morning, Hetty. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. You already know what to do. As soon as you walk in the room, hit the thumbs up button, hit the love or wherever that is. Put that somewhere. Let me feel the love. Also, you guys take the link, share it out everywhere. Put it on your stories, put it on your timelines, put it anywhere. Share the story. Tell everybody who you think can benefit from joining Coffee with Nikki. Send them on over here so we can grow this crew, right? Because I want this crew to be a certain amount by a certain time. So I set my specific goals. Brooklyn in the house, right? Yeah. I got my mug, so I'll post it later. Yes. Yes, and the new ones, I have the larger ones, I have the stainless steel one, and I'm also going to have the one that I was drinking out of the other day with the color on the inside. I'm gonna have those too. So I will have two vendors, or I'm just going to just go ahead with the one, but we'll see. We'll see. Good morning, Tina. Good morning. Yes, we will see. So today is all about setting goals, right? New week, like I said, new week, new goals, right? Has anybody in here this morning, did you set your goals for the week? And if it's no, just say no, it's fine. Put a 1 in for yes and a 2 for no. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Did you set your goals for the week? And a lot of the times when we set goals, sometimes we set goals that are not realistic, and not because we they're not realistic. I think sometimes we're over ambitious about what we can actually get accomplished. And so putting all these things on the board that ideally look like it could be something that could be accomplished, when you put everything in play and you start doing all the other things, they actually don't get done and they get moved off the board, right? So I've personally, I know, because I'm like, oh, that shouldn't take no time. I'll be able to do all of these things at before this time. And that's not usually how it works, right? Because, there's a lot of other things to take into consideration. Like some things may take longer than you thought. Some things you may have gotten sidetracked. You may have had to do something with the family, and that stopped you from doing something else. You may have an appointment, and that may have stopped you from staying on task and staying on, on track for your goal. So I wanted to talk about goal setting today, right? So let's see what we have in the chat. We have some ones, we have some twos. Let's see. Tanya said, love the SMART method. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Good morning, Kay. Good morning. Sean says, two. Okay, we're going to get you on track. Betty Rose, no, I don't know how to set realistic goals. Got you. Got you. And there's nothing wrong with not knowing how, because like I said, when you set the goal, you assume that you're going to get all the things done. Like my whiteboard is completely full with Post-its, but sometimes my whiteboard is filled with Post-its for a couple of days. And even though it's supposed to be one day full of goals, sometimes it takes on a whole different time frame, right? So sometimes it's 2 days, it may be the end of the week, it may not be, right? So you have to be able to, see what it is that you want to do and try to figure out how, not exactly how long it's going to take, but you got to be forgiving with yourself, because some things may or may not get done. And so in order for you to stay on track on, achieving your goals, you need to prioritize. And I know Erin of Erin on Demand, she has the notebook, the top three. What's your top three things that need to get done for the day? Everything else is a bonus, but these are the top three things that you need to get done, right? They're necessary for you to get done. And if you prioritize your day that way, then you'll be able to get more accomplished. Because a lot of the times we'll sit, and I'm not speaking out there at you. I'm speaking because I know I do it myself, and it's still a work in progress for myself. So we set the goal, and we spend a lot of time wasting doing other things because we think that we can come back to the goal because it's a smaller goal or whatever. We can come back to that and do it at another time. And then it gets pushed off the board, right? So if we are setting the goals and we are staying on track, then we'll be able to be more consistent. We'll be able to actually see the things that we want to accomplish, and we do them. Also, a lot of the times we do a lot of busy work, knowing that those things are not things that need to be done at that particular moment. Those are things that you can do on your downtime. If you know that you're more productive in the morning, then that's when you need to get all of your priorities done, instead of trying to let it trickle into the rest of your day. If you know that you're most productive in the morning, if you know you're most productive at night, then at night is the time when you should start doing all of the things that are priority for you to get done. If you know that's how you operate, then do it. Everybody doesn't operate on the same schedule. We don't, everybody doesn't work the same. A lot of people, some people could work during the morning and get the most done. I like to work during the morning, like 5 to 8:30 is my window when I feel like I get the most work done. And that's only 3.5 hours, but that's when I feel like I get the most done, right? And then if I'm slacking throughout the day, at least the bulk of my work got done. And this is, you know what I'm saying? And then I drag my feet. But it depends. If I have something going on, then I'm probably working to the wee hours of the morning. But it definitely depends. But you want to make sure that you are staying on top of what is most important and get those things out the way first. And also the things that you don't like to do. But if you know that the things that you don't like to do is going to take you the most time, then set aside a time or a day for you to do those things that you don't like to do, or it's going to take you a lot of time. Set some time out for that. Don't do it during your most productive time, because if you're doing it during your most productive time, the things that are priority is going to get pushed to the side, and the things that you don't want to do, is going to take you the most time, are going to take precedence over that. And if that's not what's important, then you know what I mean, you're messing up the schedule, as far as getting things done. So I want to make sure that we are setting smart goals, realistic goals, and we're setting like time frames and mini goals so that you know that you are on track to achieving the goals itself. So I wanted to make sure that we spoke about that today. Today. Let me see. Nikki, I'm going to send you a DM on IG later. Okay, sounds like a plan. Send me a DM. Good morning, Cedra. Good morning. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, you from Cali, so you are here early. Thank you for coming in and sitting with us and giving us some of your time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Morning, Cedra. Welcome, love. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Michelle. Hey, Miss Quell. Good morning, Wanza B. I like to work in the morning, but I have a full-time job and own my own business. I'm trying to plan better. Okay, so planning better, this is definitely going to be important for you, Wanza, because you have your full-time job, your own business, and I don't the morning time you working on your own business, or yeah, right? Yeah, I'm assuming. Okay, so in my own business. So you like to work in the morning. What time do you go to work, Wanda? What time do you go to work? Kelly says I'm most productive at night. Trina says I get it in when I can with 3 boys in school and a 2-year-old. I totally get it. When I started the business, I had my sons were older, so they weren't babies. But they were young. But when I came and I moved back home, I was taking care of my nephews, and it was newborn. And so I was taking care of a newborn full time because his mom went to work like 2 weeks after she gave birth because I was there. And so I was taking care of him from the morning until they got back home, which was like sometimes 8 o'clock at night. So I was taking care of the baby from like 7 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. And then there were 2. So then I was taking care of 2 of them after my first nephew was 1 and the second one newborn. And I was taking care of them. And that went on for about 2 years. So I know how difficult it is. And on top of taking care of 2 toddlers, I was also a mom, and I had to go a mom of kids that played sports. So I'm out and about at the events, at the games, at the practices. So I definitely know how busy a mom's life gets, especially when you have small children. I definitely understand. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning. Oh, yes. And I can't forget the job. Can't forget the job, girl. Good morning, Crystal. Let me see. Full-time job, 7:30 to 4 or 5. So would you wake up earlier so that you can maximize your day? Like I like to wake up at 5 o'clock, and that's because I read the 5 a.m. club, and I think 5 a.m. you become a million. Not you become a millionaire because you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but you maximize your day by waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So if you'd wake up earlier, Wanda, would that help you to get the stuff that you need to get out for your business, and then you get ready for work and then do your job? I work full time during the day, so I commit 3 hours in the evening and then all Saturday and Sunday. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And it's important as business owners to create a schedule because you need to be disciplined. It's easy for you to go off track. It's easy for that to happen, right? Because there's so many things that need to be done. We're adults, we're not kids, you know what I'm saying? And we don't have anything to do. We have lives, we have all kinds of things that are factors into how we do our work, or how much time we commit to the business or to commit to ourselves. We have so many different things, right? We're not, like I said, we're not just kids and don't have anything to worry about. We have bills, we have kids, we have schedules, we have our jobs, we have all kinds of stuff, right? We have family, we have all kinds of stuff that kind of like, if you could just solely focus on your business, that would make it so much easier. But a lot of us don't have that kind of, that kind of life. So we have to make things work the way they can work, right? And in order for that to happen, we have to stay consistent. We have to be disciplined, because if we're not disciplined with our schedule, then we are liable to be all over the place, right? Good morning, Carmela. Good morning. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. So most of you guys said that you set your goals for the week, and some of you said that you did not. Have you started doing the whiteboard challenge? Put a 1 in the chat if you started doing a whiteboard challenge. And that's basically, you have a whiteboard with your post-its and your schedule on the board. And then as you achieve this, all the tasks that you have on the board, you start peeling them off so that you can start seeing the board. Once you see it, you see all of the colors and all of the post-its on the board. But as you start achieving them, you just start taking them off the board, and then your board is clear, and then you know that you are on your way or on task for completing your goals for the day, or however, or the 2 days. As long as you get a clear whiteboard at the end, then all your tasks are done. All your tasks are done. It's so easy. It's so easy. If you don't have a whiteboard, you can stick it on a mirror. You can stick it on your refrigerator. You can stick it on a wall. You can stick it anywhere. You can stick it anywhere, but stick it in your space where you can see. If you don't have a whiteboard, but you have some poster board, use the poster board, or the phone board, use the phone board. You could use whatever you want. Don't make it complicated. Again, I'm all about making things easy, because I feel if it's easier for you to do, then you're going to do it. If it's complicated and it's a big to do every time you have to do it, you're not going to do it. Right? You got to always be in the mood to do it. So I want everything to be as easy as it can be, so that you can stay consistent and moving forward, right? I have a 9 to 5, but I'm a morning person. As I had steady cake orders, my weekend started. Oh, as you had steady. Okay. My weekend started at 6 a.m. and during the week, if I wasn't tired, I would 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. Okay. Good morning, Patricia. It's okay. Julie says night has been better for me. Most of the time in the day is dedicated to the household, and just started a remote job as well. Got you. All right. So some people did not. Some people said, good morning, Yolanda. 1.5-ish. You guys with your half-ish. You're always putting a half in there. Y'all so silly. Good morning, Khalida. Good morning. I purchased everything that I needed for the challenge, but I didn't start the challenge. Lord knows I need to start. Yes, and yes. Yes, you need to start, Sean. Today. I just ordered myself a new whiteboard with some other fun things being delivered today. I'm excited over office supplies. I am so excited over office supplies, like all the time. Office school supplies are my thing. I love them. I'm addicted. Like I can go in the school supply, like when school is about to, school season, or school's in session, however, and they put out the school supplies. I'm always in there as if I don't know what's in there. It's always going to be the same: pens, erasers, notebooks, all that stuff. It's always going to be the same thing, but I'm just so excited for it. Why? It's insane. It's crazy. I know, but I am. Tape, highlighters, pens, all kinds of stuff. I'm just addicted. I'm addicted. I just love them. I love them. And I'll buy 1,000,000 notebooks, and I don't need 1,000,000 notebooks, but I'll buy them because they're there and I want another notebook. I don't need to write anything in another notebook. I got enough stuff in the notebooks that I have, but when I see them, I get them. I need to cut it out. I need to really cut it out. Tanya says same. That's why she's 1.5-ish. Are we talking about the whiteboard? I started, but it still has stuff from the first. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We gotta do better. We know better. We gotta do better. We know better. We gotta do better. That's a pimp quote, but it's okay. You know better. You do better. I love notebooks too. Yep, I love notebooks any size. They could be the little tiny ones. It could be the little journal size ones. It doesn't even matter at this point. It doesn't. I have the binders, those binder notebooks. I got those. I have spirals. I have the composition notebooks. I got all kinds of stuff. Like, I need to stop. I really need to stop. I really need to. All right, so now we know better. We got to do better, y'all. We have to do better. If you have your whiteboard, if you have your Post-its, I would say that you need full stick Post-its because they stick better to your whiteboard. And I had the regular Post-its, but they don't stick really well. And so I ended up having to tape them on so it could stay on. But I ordered me some full stick Post-its that I got from Quill. They didn't have those at Walmart, so I had to order them. I don't live near Office Depot or Office Max or whatever those stores are called, and Staples didn't have them, so I had to order me some. Let me see. I love notebooks too. T, trust me, I understand. I have to get a whiteboard. Yes, and yes. The whiteboard is going to be your best friend because you just put your posters up there, you put it there. And also when you have certain things that you know are consistent that has to get done, when you wipe them off, it just feels so much better that you're able to see the clear board. So I like that part of it. Good morning, y'all. I'm starting to get headaches thinking about my to-do list. Make it easy. Make it easy. My kids are straight. First. I'm tripping about my business. How do I get a stronger hot throw? Maybe I'm overthinking. What kind of wax are you using first? Wait, I'm not going to go into that because but there's candle makers in here. So maybe somebody can help you. What kind of wax? So I'm just going to put it out there. What kind of wax are you using? Let me see. I know I had it. Nikkie. What kind of wax are you using? I'm going to get a whiteboard and Post-its today and start implementing. Yes. Because if you don't start, you're going to be looking at this 2 weeks from now. You're going to look at it next month. You're going to look at it months later, and things are just not going to happen. So let's start executing a little bit quicker. And I'm not just saying that for you. I'm saying it for myself too, because we all know, and I say I'm real transparent about it. I have been procrastinating for far too long. My podcast was supposed to happen the early part of the year, right? And I still have not yet done it yet. I've taken steps to do it. I purchased my equipment to do it. I just did not start it yet. So I know exactly where you're at and I know exactly how you feel. So like I said, I'm not talking at you. I'm talking to all of us at the same time, right? I'm talking to myself and I'm talking to y'all. Let me see. And I tape notebook paper to the wall so I can see my notes that way. That's awesome. I'm not familiar with Apricot Wax. I use 12%. Does anybody in here use Apricot Wax? I think LaRonda does, but I'm not sure if LaRonda's in here. I think she does. But I think they may smell good. I might be nose blind. I don't know. Can I send one to your P.O. box? Do you want to send one to me? DM me. DM me. Are you using the correct wick size? I do write my goals down in the notebook. That's awesome. The only thing about that, are you going back, Kay? Are you going back to cross those things off out your notebook? Because I have a lot of notebooks. There's a lot of goals in my notebooks. And I say I'm going to read them every morning, or I'm going to go back to them. And then I forget what notebook I put them in. So I know sometimes I'm a hot mess. Good morning, Laura. Good morning. Good morning, Jamie. I'm at the dock, so I'll be in and out of the live today. Okay, sounds like a plan. Good morning, April. Good morning. I'm testing apricot wax too. Yeah, I'm not sure about apricot wax at all. So if any of the makers, anybody in here who has candles, who make candles and have experience apricot wax, please DM her so she can y'all could like bounce ideas off of each other and try to troubleshoot and see why it's not giving a hot throw. And then we're gonna get you together. We're gonna snatch you up like a ponytail. We got you. I do that too. Always forget what notebook I put stuff in. I'm telling you, I found I'm better putting it on my laptop. Yeah, because then you open it, you're gonna see it, daily. I know. And like I said, I know. That's why I speak to y'all from love. I speak to you from love because I know how I am on myself. So I for sure know. Okay, so a lot of you guys are saying that you set your goals, and some people said that they didn't. But I want to help you to achieve the goals that you are setting out, right? I want to make sure that you are disciplining yourself to follow these steps in order for you to actually achieve the goals that you want to achieve. See, that sounds like me, Nikki. I have too many notebooks with notes in them and get mad when I can't remember which one. And then you're sitting there looking through all of the notebooks trying to find something you put in the notebook. I know. And get mad when I can't remember which one it is. I've been doing the sticky notes for about a month and it works better. Yes, notebooks weren't working for me either. I'm telling you, because you forget. That was me as well. However, I'm paying for a website that's not up. Oh, it's pushing me. Got you. My bio is done, so I'm working on the website. I started loading all the hats. Yes, I need to get a hat. Okay, so this is sidebar, but I'll talk to you. The yellow hat, I like the yellow hat, and then I like the green one, but it's green, and I don't wear green. And then I didn't want the black one because the black one is the regular color. So I wanted this something to be bold, something bold. Any suggestions for making wax tarts melts? I wanted to try candles, but it's so many waxes, it's overwhelming. I would suggest that you experiment with wax, Wanda. I suggest that you experiment with the different types of wax and and connect to the reason why you're choosing that wax. So if you choose a soy, or if you choose a parasoy, or if you choose a coconut wax, like what is the purpose of you doing it? Is it because allergies with soy, or whatever that reason is? Find something that's going to connect you to that wax, and then start to not well, you don't have to be connected to it first, but try that first so that you can start creating and see which one gives you the best hot throw. In my opinion, I like parasoys. Everybody is not a fan of parasoy. A lot of people don't want to use paraffin. A lot of people don't want to use soy. So that would eliminate that option for you. But let's say you wanted to do something with more coconut wax or apricot wax or whatever other waxes that you'd like to use, but you want to make sure that they're not soft waxes, because if they're soft waxes, they're not going to hold the shape unless you're making like a scoopable wax or something like that. So I would suggest that you purchase a small amount of different kinds of waxes and test them at the same percent of the fragrance oils, and see what kind of what kind of throw you get, and see which one works best for you. So test it out first. Test. Turquoise. Ooh, turquoise. I have orange as well. I love parasoy because I get the best of both worlds. Me too. Okay, thank you. Yes, like just find something that you feel like, okay, this is what I like. I like it because, because if you tell the story as to why you chose that wax, then it connects you to your brand. It connects that product to you, right? Because I chose this product because A, B, and C, right? And so that way that helps you tell your story. That why, like my son would say. Oh, that why. Okay, so now let's go into prioritizing, right? So the first thing, where did everyone get the whiteboard from? I got my whiteboard from Walmart. Walmart had them because of school supplies. So Walmart had them for, I think, $8.97. for I don't even know what size this is, but it's a pretty decent size. It's not one of the larger ones, but I got it from Walmart. But the Post-its, you may have to go. I know Jasmine said she got her Post-its from Office Max or Office Depot, and I had to order mine from Quill. And if you are setting up, everybody in here are, you know, are business owners or aspiring business owners, and you should be setting up your net 30s, and you should be establishing your business credit. We've discussed this in previous classes. If you haven't checked out the business classes, I mean the business credit classes, or the business credit videos, we have those still up on you know, Coffee with Nikki. And then we also have a booklet and the Honor Society if you want to, and a video if you want to see, you know, how to establish your business credit. So you should be establishing your terms, your net 30 terms. And Quill is one of the companies where you can establish your business credit with your net 30 terms. It's QUILL. And it's super quick, super easy to do. The only thing is, when you do that, you need to make sure that your business bank account is set up, because if your business bank account is not set up, you're not going to be able to pay for it, because you have to pay using a checking account. And they want to make sure that that's your business checking account. So Quill is the place to go. QUILL. And you can get all kinds of school and office supplies from there. Some of the net 30 places I'm like, ugh, you know, but this one is a really good one, and they have really good deals. They always have deals. I got pencils and pens for a penny. I bought paper towel for $5. Laundry detergent for $11. I bought the Tide, the yellow one. They had that for $11. Got that. So you could get all kinds of stuff. I got my ink cartridges for my my laser printer, and they were decent price. Like my toner ink cartridge is usually about $55. It was $48 for me to get my toner printer, my toner ink from there. And so I did. So you could get anything from Quill. So make sure that you set that up, because you could use those things for your business. And if you have kids that's going to school, you could buy school supplies from there too. So yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so Walmart K, the one in Avon is like $9. Yes. From Office Depot, my job gives us dollars to purchase money to purchase supplies. Awesome. Yes, business bank account set up. Got it. Good. Yes, yes. I can purchase office supplies from Quill. Yes, you can. You can purchase office supplies. You can purchase, I think you could purchase computers, chairs, file cabinets, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Going today. Yes. Yes, put it on your stories too, so we can see it and tag me. Quill, how do you spell it? Just the way you spelled it is the way it's spelled. QUILL. Yes. Start setting up your terms. Right? Okay, so we have all of that taken care of. So now we're going to discuss our SMART goals and what the SMART breaks down to, right? So SMART goals breaks down to specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-related goals, right? That is the process. Those are the things to keep in mind when you are setting your goals. How do you organize your invoices? I was going to buy a file cabinet. You can do that online. Oh, you mean from when you purchase from places? Yes, put it in the file cabinet. I usually take pictures. I have QuickBooks. I take pictures of my receipts, and that way I don't have to keep them. So, and then you file it in your QuickBooks. I have the phone app. You pay, I think, $14.99 or something like that for the phone app. And it's really good for, you could do your gas mileage on there. You can do your receipts. If you are using a meal as a business expense, or if you charge something and you use a different card or something like that, you could always take a take a picture of the receipt, and it'll store in there, so that when it's time for you to do your taxes and everything is already recorded in there. Receipts and customers' purchases. Good morning, Sherelle. Good morning. That's how I do it. Because nowadays there's no need for you to keep all the papers unless that's something that you want. And then when you have a lot of orders, I used to have boxes and boxes of old orders just in case I needed to go back or, audits and things like that. I always would keep them. And then I'm like, this is way too much. I had way too many boxes of paper that was just trash because I never had to go back to them. So everything is now, we're in the time where everything can be online and you can store your stuff and back it up. You can do that. So yeah, I would suggest doing that. I would suggest getting the QuickBooks app so that way you can snap all your receipts. You could also do invoices from QuickBooks. You can set it up and they have different pricing tiers for whatever you need, whatever services you want to use it for. Like I said, I use mine just to snap my receipts, and I'm going to start using it for my gas mileage. But you can do everything from there. So that's what I do. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning. Were you up at 2:00 today? You were saying you was up at 2:00. Was that yesterday that you was up since 2:00 in the morning? Okay, so I need to get out of the 90s and get QuickBooks. Yes. Get you some QuickBooks because you are going to have papers that's stored for no reason. I mean, it's good, it's good if you feel like you're not really confident in doing it that way. But again, we can back all this stuff up and you don't have to worry about it. Oh, that was yesterday. Oh, okay. Today I slept. Okay. Because you should have been tired. All right. So the S in SMART goals is for specific. It's for specific, right? A lot of the times we're setting goals and we're not clear on what exactly the goal is. It's kind of like a general thing. It's not a specific thing. It's a wandering generality. Good morning, Latrice. Good morning. I feel the effects today. I know that's right. Did you get you some coffee this morning, or you drinking a smoothie this morning, or eating a smoothie this morning? Um, so the S is for specific. So a lot of the time we make a random general goal, right? And it's not really a specific goal, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to set specific goals, right? Know exactly what you want to achieve and what you want to accomplish and what steps do you need to do in order for those things to get accomplished. So that's what look like the goal with many steps to get that, right? MINI, many steps to get to that goal. So if the goal is for you to post, this is just random, post 3 times a day on Pinterest, right? You know that you need covers. So I need to edit my covers. I know that I need to have content. So I need to pull whatever content. And then you can say, oh, I'm going to do a video on, follow the five things that content falls under and see what you're going to post about. So you could put that there and then say, okay, now I'm going to set my timer so that I can post those 3 times a day. So let's say your times is 9, 3, and 9 o'clock at night. If those are the 3 times that you are going to post and that's what you want to do for your goal, make sure that you put that there so that when you achieve that one thing, you can cross off the mini goal. Then you can cross off that mini goal. Then you can cross off the other mini goal. Then you can take the whole thing off your whiteboard because now you achieved the goal, but you didn't achieve it not knowing what you're going to do. You achieved it with a plan, right? You achieved it because you knew exactly what you wanted to do and you have put some actionable steps under it so that you can achieve those things, right? Does everybody understand what I'm saying? And then I want to know how many of you guys actually do that. Like, do you put your goal up there and then do you add little mini steps for how you can achieve those goals? Put a 1 if that's what you do and put a 2 if you don't. Smoothie later, chugging on water right now. Got you. I had 2 cups of water and I'm on coffee. Then I'll go back to my water. Let me know how you are setting up your goals. Are you specific with your goals? Are you specific and set your mini goals with it so that you can actually achieve it? Let's see. Okay, so we got some 1s, we got some 2s. We actually got the same amount. Good morning, all. Good morning, Lois. Okay, so she's got a 2, but I need to implement the mini into it. Got you, 2. No watermelon this morning, Nikki. No, I'm off of watermelon. I'm off of watermelon. I'll probably I probably do some. I do it again next week. I still have my watermelon in the refrigerator because I don't eat watermelon. I actually made the cucumber salad, and the cucumber salad was good with the watermelon in it. And I think it's because I covered the taste of the watermelon with vinegar and tahini and cucumbers and onions and all kinds of stuff. So I didn't try I didn't eat watermelon by itself. One ish. Haven't tried mini goals. Got you, got you, got you. 1, 2, 2. I have a lot to do. Thanks. Thank you for this help. You are welcome. You are so welcome. Okay, so it'll be easier for you to achieve your goals if you write the goal and then you have mini goals. On my post-its, I have my goal, and then I have, like, right under it, I'll have other things like the actionable steps for me to do those things. So, excuse me, I know what I have to do in order to achieve that major goal that I have up there. And that doesn't have to be major. It's the main one that I have. That's the task for the day, right? It's not major, just a task. But yes, I make sure that I have those little ones. Off topic. I'm mad I missed the live with you and Black Sunflower. Do you ever speak about relationships and the effects partners have and should have on our business? I do, and I do that. Like, I guess whenever we have our talks, most of the times I do speak on it, because the reason why I set up the whole BBU tribe is because you don't have, a lot of the times when you are a creative person or when you are an entrepreneur, they tell you that life is a lonely life, and it is a lonely life when people don't understand what you're going through, or your struggles, or things that you're trying to accomplish, and they think that they're helping, and they're really not, because it's the ideas that they give you is not, as it's not realistic to you, because that doesn't apply. So yes, we do talk about that most times in our check-ins and stuff like that. So we have a monthly check-in. We have a check-in this Sunday, a live Zoom check-in, and we just like check in with each other, make sure everybody's on track, doing what they want to do, things that they want to get off their chest. They need to vent, they need direction, some insight, they want some help with some branding, some clear thoughts about ideas that they're having, or just to shake the table a little bit so they could get out of their head and just get out of their head and see a different point of view. So yeah, we do that on our live check-ins. Setting goals, but I don't list the mini goals. Yes, the mini goals are going to help you to feel like your goal is moving, right? These mini goals help you feel like I'm moving towards something, because you have them down. Once you see that one specific goal and nothing is happening, and you're not doing it, in a timely manner or whatever, and you just see that, you feel like you're not moving, because that goal is not moving off the list, right? Because there's so many other steps that have to go and be, that you have to take in order for you to achieve that goal. So when you just see it like that, you feel like you're not doing anything. You feel like there's no forward movement. But if you break them down to the mini ones, you feel like, oh, okay, things are getting crossed off that list. I'm working towards that goal, right? You get to see that you're moving forward. You didn't achieve it yet, but you can see the many steps. You taking steps to achieve them. Right. And so that's why I say the mini steps, because the mini steps help you see that you are moving in the right direction. Latrice said, let's talk about a Sunday night. If you're not a part of come on, Latrice. Yes. If you are not a part of the BBU Honor Society, please join to get these extra nuggets. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning. Good morning. I got to send you a message about them labels, Nicole, because I like them. I like them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you a message. Are you using inkjet or laser? That's what I wanted to know, if it was inkjet or laser. All right, so are we clear with the specific goals? You set specific goals, but you put little mini goals in there so that you can see that you are moving to accomplish that main goal, right? The next step is the M. The M is measurable, right? And if I wrote some things down, but I'm gonna go off, right? Makes it easy to know. Laser, got you. I done got sidetracked. Yes, Honor Society Tribe. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Okay. Measurable makes it easy to know if you hit the target or if you're on the right track. So you add some benchmarks. That's me with the mini goals. Add some benchmarks, add some times if you need to, and include numbers and specifics, right? But make them measurable. So you'll know you did it when you do blah, 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 blah. You'll know you achieved this goal when you see, let's say, okay, so I want to increase my social media followers, right? So I'm gonna measure it by I'm going to get 5 new followers a day. Not anything that I'm doing, but I'm just saying, right? I want to get 5 new followers a day. That's measurable, right? You'll know that you're moving in the right track because you'll see, okay, I did get 5 new ones or I didn't. So if I didn't get the 5 and I got less than 5, what do I got to do so that I can get 5? Where do I have to show up at? How much more do I need to show up? What do I need to do in order for me to get this 5 that I accomplish? Is it contests? Is it giveaways? Is it what do I have to do in order for me to get that extra 5? So make it measurable. Put something in there so that you know that you can measure that. And it's like, okay, I can see what I need to do. I need to get this done by this time. Measurable. I missed the first one. The first one is specific. Set a specific goal and then put mini goals so that you know what it is. I mean, so you can see that you're on track so that you can cross off the main goal, because if you do not, you're going to think that you're not moving and that goal will just stay there. So it's specific. Specific. Set a specific goal and make it measurable. The A is achievable, right? Make it achievable. Make sure you can achieve your goal. Affirming and manifesting, all of that is real cool, right? But if you're affirming and manifesting things that are not, and this is also the next one, is relatable to what you're trying to achieve, then how are you actually going to achieve it, right? You can't say this, you want some big lofty idea, but there's no work ethic behind it. It has to be some kind of work ethic behind it. You cannot achieve it just by affirming and manifesting, right? You have to, because if you manifest it, it may come about because you thought about it so much and you vibrated at a certain frequency that it actually happened for you. But when you get it, are you going to know what to do with it? Are you going to get it and fumble the ball? So it depends on what you're doing when you're doing these things. You want to set yourself up for success. Not, sometimes we're going to fall, some things are going to slip through the cracks, and we're not going to make everything's not going to happen the way we think they're going to happen. But you want to be ready. Like a lot of times we're like, oh yeah, I want to be a millionaire. And then, so let's say you were a millionaire. Would you be able to double that, triple that? Would you be able, like, what would you be able to do? Can you do it again? Like, was that just a fluke? You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that when you're setting the goals, that you make them achievable for yourself, right? Because again, affirming and manifesting is not going to do it without actionable steps. Because even if you should happen and you're lucky and it should happen to go your way, are you going to be able to maintain it? Are you going to be able to repeat it? Are you going to be able, you know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you are prepared for those things that you say that you want. And in order for you to prepare for those things that you want, you got to set up a system so that you can be prepared for it, right? That's with the budgeting. That's with your business. That's with being disciplined with your time. That's with being disciplined with your products, your releases, your launches, your everything that you do, your content, all of that. It's all about, you being able to maintain and getting yourself set up into a system or a schedule where you can consistently do those things, right? The reason why we set you up like this is so that you could actually repeat what you did. It won't be a fluke. Oh, you know what? It was Black Friday, and so all of my sales was, it was amazing then. But then if you could sell them on Black Friday and you can have success selling them on Black Friday, you could sell them every day of the year, right? It doesn't just have to be Black Friday, but it requires a certain amount of work. It requires a certain work ethic. Do you have that work ethic? If you don't have that work ethic, then you can't get those results. But if you are setting yourself up for that, then you can, right? That makes it repeatable, right? So yes, so achievable is the next one. Let me see. I had wrote make it realistic, but don't lowball yourself. Don't make it so like, oh yeah, something that doesn't push you a little bit. Make sure it pushes you a little bit, because if it doesn't push you a little bit, don't make it push you a lot, because you may get overwhelmed and you may not be able to achieve it, and may discourage you if you don't achieve it, right? So don't make it too out there, too lofty, but make it realistic, but don't make it too easy where you're going to do it and can do it. You want to push it a little bit and say, I need to push myself. I need to extend myself a little bit so that I can go and reach for this goal. I don't want to make it so easy where I know I could do this with my eyes closed. I want to do it where it's going to require me to do some work, but I'm not going too far beyond what I'm able to do. Right? So you want to make sure that you don't lowball yourself, but you also don't want to put them way, 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 way out there so that you get discouraged when you don't get them or don't hit them when you say that you want to. One in the chat if you agree with me, or two if you don't. I'm waiting. I don't know why I have a song for everything, but I do. One, we got it. Yes. Hey, T. All right. So we got the ones in the chat. That works. We got the ones in the chat. Good. Good. All right. So you want to ask yourself, can I realistically accomplish this goal? You can realistically accomplish any goal you set out to do as long as you are realistic about your work that has to be put into it, right? As long as you're realistic about the work that you have to do, because if you're not, that means you're not going to do it, and that goal will never happen because you're not doing the work that you need to do. Right? We know that if we have a lofty goal, that requires us to have a different work ethic, right? It requires us to be a different us in order for us to achieve those big lofty goals. Are you willing to be what you need to be in order to achieve that big lofty goal? Are you willing? Say yes if you're willing to have that work ethic. Say no if you know that I just don't do it. And that's about you showing up for yourself, right? It's about you showing up for yourself. Yes, we're going to be comfortable in habits that we create and that we're so stuck in. You know what I'm saying? We're so stuck in how we do things that it does take a stretch for us to change it, but it takes a stretch, just a little bit. And it doesn't have to be major. Like it could be, like I said, if you read Atomic Habits, or if you are reading, or if you're not reading it and you need a book to read or listen to, Atomic Habits is an awesome book to listen to. 1% a day. 1% a day working towards the work ethic that you need to have. You don't have to go ahead and change it immediately. You don't have to flip the switch immediately. But if you turn on the switch, you could start walking in the direction of it. And 1% a week, again, 1% a week, if we're doing a full week, is 7%, right? So you're doing 7% better than 0%. So that 1% working towards that work ethic is going to help you in the long run. Right? Because if you're working a little bit towards it, at least you're working towards it. If you're not doing anything, guess where you're going? Nowhere. You're not going anywhere, and you're actually moving backwards, right? Because you're not doing anything. So if you're not doing anything, you're not learning and you're not growing. You're being safe, but it ain't helping you. You got to get out of there. You got to get out of the safe zone and into the progress zone. Right? So yes. If Rihanna did it, then we can. If Jay-Z did it, then we can. Right? I say that to myself every day. Yes. If anybody can do it, you can do it. And not only that, like I said, it's not about somebody. I mean, it could be some luck has a part to play in it, but you know that you could get all the things that you want Should you do the work that you need to do in order to get it? Should you get yourself into those rooms that you need to be in? Should you ask those questions that you need to ask? Should you take those classes that you need to take? Should you do the, establish habits that's going to establish you to create a better business model? Should you do those things can happen for you as well. Right? So it's just about you having a different work ethic and doing the work, period. Yes, that work ethic is going to command a different Jasmine. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. And that's going to require you to show up for yourself every single day. That's going to require you to not take excuses from yourself every single day, because we could be so hard on ourselves, but if we figure we could be that hard on ourselves, then how come we don't do the work? Then how come we don't do the work? Why would you dump on yourself knowing that you didn't do the work? Right? All you got to do is chin up, buttercup, and do the work. Right? Just do it. What's the worst that could happen? If you fail, you learned lessons on what not to do in the future. If you failed, you know that way didn't work. I'm going to try another way. At least you have something to go off of. If you don't do it and you let fear stop you and you never try, you never know what you're capable of. Never, ever, ever will you know what you're capable of if you let fear stop you from doing anything. I lived in the safe zone. Not anymore. That's right. Boom. Not anymore. Yes. 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 You got to get out of the safe zone. Ain't nothing there in the safe zone for you. Nothing. Nothing. How bad do you want it is the question. And how bad you want it is the question, but are you willing to work for it is the better question to ask yourself, right? Because you could want it as bad. My son wants a lot of things really, really bad, right? But his work ethic sucks. So if he's not going to work towards those things, them things are not going to come to him. Well, actually, the boy's magic, but he moves things. But he's actually seeing that he needs to do certain things differently, and by him recognizing it, now he's changing his work ethic, right? But again, it's about, are you willing to do the work that is required, right? Because you can want it, but if you're not willing to do the work, it ain't gonna come to you. Totally agree, 100%. Yeah, you gotta do it. You got to. The last one is going to be, no, it's not the last one, but relevant, right? Relevant is the R in the SMART goals. Why are you setting this goal? Does it relate to what you're trying to do? Does it relate to your business? Does it relate to you accomplishing making a specific product? Does it do you get the results that you want from this product? Are you getting the results that, are you making it relevant to what it is that you want to do? If you're setting a goal and it has nothing to do with what you're trying to do, then you're not even on track to get the thing done, right? You need to make sure that it's relevant to what you want to do. I finally got out of that habit recently. Good. Thank you, God, for grace, because I was always afraid. I'm out of it now. Work scared. I'm out of it now. Work scared and get awesome results from doing the work. Yes. You'll be so proud of yourself if you say, you know what, I was scared, but I did it anyway. I was scared, but I still did it. And look what happened. I was scared to speak to this person, but I spoke to this person. I never thought this would happen, but it happened. I was scared to do this, but I did it anyway, right? All of your stuff is on, like, who said it? I think I heard Will Smith say it, but it may not have just come from him. Like, everything that you want is on the other side of fear, right? All of the, hey, Yazzie Faye, all of the goals that you want to accomplish, all the things that you're setting out for yourself is going to be on the other side of fear. Are you going to be fearful? You're going to be fearful because it's natural. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what to expect, right? So of course you're going to be a little apprehensive, and that may be the better word instead of using fear, right? But you may be a little apprehensive about doing it, but you still do it anyway. You still show up regardless. You still sitting in the front. You still asking the questions. You still are doing it, even though you may be a little bit apprehensive about it. It's still happening, right? So Yes, everything you want is going to be on the other side of fear. Did you say the boy is magic? Yes. My son is absolutely magic. Absolutely magic. When he says stuff, there's no way that we won't believe him. Even though we know he's not doing what he needs to do in order for it to happen. He'll in the end he'll pull it out and figure out how to make those things work in his favor. But yeah, that boy is magic. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hey y'all, I had an early training call. Oh, awesome. So you didn't have your 10 o'clock training today. Hey, Yazzie Faye. Fear had me stuck, and it sure will. It sure will. A man needed this word today. An older boy is picking on him, and he's a little scared to approach him about it. Do I need to come up to the school? Because I will come up to the school. Let me know. I'll be right there. And nobody messing with my little nephew. Nobody messing with my nephew, right? So you want to make sure that you're okay. Let me go back for K. But going back to what I was saying, relevant, you want to make sure that you are setting goals that are relevant to what you want to do, right? What you want to accomplish. So what's the bigger picture? And making sure that they is on task for what you want. Yes, you do, Auntie Nikki. That's right. Nothing in that safe, nothing but the hagglers. All right, Auntie Nikki, that's right. I don't play that. I do not play that. All right, so we have the specific, measurable, achievable, relatable, relevant, and time specific. That's the T. So time bound, time specific. So in time, I have, what is your time frame? Everything should have a time frame. I usually, to me, because it's my comfort zone, I don't like to operate in a time frame, right? I like it to kind of be loose, and that's just me because I don't want to be committed to a time and things don't happen within that time frame. But you want to make sure, like, if I say that it needs to be done by the end of the week, like, I'm not going to say from 9 to 11, right? That just doesn't work for me. But if I say I want to have it done by the end of the day, that works better for me. So make sure that you set the time, you make it time specific, and make it something that is doable for you. If you know that putting it in a certain time slot is going to be difficult for you to maintain that, then don't start off doing it that way. Start off doing this, like I said, like by the end of the day, this task is going to be done, or by the end of the month, this is going to be done. This is the time that I'm setting for myself. If it makes it easier for you to get it started. Right. And then once you start creating that habit, then you can say, you know what, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to get these in these time slots. So then I can get more out of my day, as opposed to doing it the other way now, because now I started that 1%, because usually I don't like to do it at all. Right. I usually like my schedule to be free, where I'm not committed to do anything within an hourly time. But now that I can now that I know that, I could work towards me saying, okay, just get it done by the end of the week. Now I'm going to start putting them in my time slots, right? And that works out better because you're doing that 1% towards the goal, right? So 1% towards being more time specific, right? So you want to make sure that you have little benchmarks there too. So you say, all right, so every day, let's go back to the every day. Every day I want to have 5. I'm going to have 5 new followers. Then you're writing that down. You're tracking it, right? You're tracking, okay. And this goes with the measurable part. So you want to be able to see the progress happening. So then let's say you put up a schedule, Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday. You have your schedule up there. Did you get your 5 followers? You're right. I did. You could put that at the end of the day. It doesn't have to be at a certain time, right? But you know that you're checking it, making it time relatable. Right. So, and you could fill that out during the week, and then you can check and see, okay, this is what I need to do. You can go back and you could fix things once you see that, you did these things in a certain time. Also, if you say, okay, so this is what I wanted to achieve, I could see that, 5 followers a week. I could see that now I'm consistently doing that. you know that that is out the way. And now you could say, you know, I want to have it done by this particular time, because you know that you consistently did that, right? So if you know that you can consistently do it every day, now you can say, well, every day I am going to have 5 new followers, right? Because now you have that time. You can set that time, right? So let me see what else I have here. And this is the last thing anyway. Set your benchmarks for the time frame. When will you achieve the goal? Right? So let's say you don't want to have a certain date, but you want to have something in general. Make sure you have that. Put it on your calendar, put it on your phone, put it wherever you're going to get alerts for you to get to set these goals. Put whatever reminders you need to give yourself so that you could be on track to get those things. Set the reminders. The reminders are going to be like your mini goals. Set your reminder if you know that, okay, by the end of the month, I want to have this goal. So 2 weeks in, maybe check a week and see if you're on task. Check 2 weeks, see if you're on task. Check 3 weeks, see if you're on task. At the end of the month, did you achieve that goal? That was the time that you set to achieve that goal. Did you achieve it? Give yourself those mini time slots, those benchmarks, so that you could see, you know, you're on track for hitting that goal at that specific time frame that you set out for yourself, right? So set the goal, set the time, and set little mini benchmarks to let you know that you're on task to hit those things. Let me see. Yes, this will help you to stay on track and not get sidetracked with doing busy, unnecessary work. That's what I have here. Yes, so like if you set the end goal with mini goals on them, just reminders to let you know, okay, this is what you said you wanted to do by the end of the month. Did you do da 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 da? Week 2, did you do da 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 da? Week 3, did you do? So you can do that, and it doesn't necessarily have to be within the month. It could be within the day. It could be within the, you know, in a year. However you want to measure it out for yourself, do that. But make sure that if you're setting the time frame, that you are putting it somewhere where you can see that this is what needs to be done at this particular time. If you don't see it, it ain't there. If you didn't write it down, it ain't there. When somebody asks me something and they say, or if I need to remember something, if I didn't write it down, I'm not going to remember it. I'm not going to do it. Somebody will ask me, did you do blah, 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 blah? I'm like, did I write it down? They're like, no, I definitely didn't do it. Right. Because I didn't find it. Maybe I thought I was going to remember. Maybe, you know, who knows? Who knows? But I know that if I don't write them down, then I'm not going to do what I said or commit to something if it's not written down. Everything I write down, I commit to, right? And if it's my goal, I'll move it, but I'll still do it. But you want to make sure that you are tracking you're tracking your goals, and you're setting these timers, these time markers for you to achieve those things so that you can do them in the time that you say that you want, right? So set your time markers. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any new insight? Does anybody have any suggestions about how to achieve better goals? Anybody? Let me know. And with that being said, I want to say that this Thursday, we have Jasmine Alyssa. She is going to be doing Shopify Part 2. And if you are unclear with your branding, and if you do not have your logo, if you do not have any graphics or anything like that, what is this? Oh, the water people. If you do not have your graphics, or if you need help with your graphics, your logo, things of that nature, stuff like that. If you have a problem with that, Jasmine can help you. You can set up a consultation with her, and she can help you walk through that. But like I said, September, October is the time. We're almost out of August. August is about to end, and it's time for us to get serious about the things that we say that we want to achieve. And in order for these things to get done, we have to be setting goals. We have to stick to them. We have to be consistent and disciplined and intentional, so that we can actually hit the things and do the things that we say we want to do with the rest of this year. I can't wait for Jasmine. One of my goals this week was to make my Shopify appointment. Did it yesterday. Okay. There we go. There we go. Get yourselves together. Get your feed together. Get your goals together. If you said that you want to start the business, get the business started. You said that you want to grow the business, grow the business. You say you want to do these things, let's do them. It is time. It is time. Stop putting yourself on the back burner. Stop not showing up for yourself. It is time for you to show up for yourself. Like I said, everything's on the other side of fear. So even if you are fearful, if you are scared, do it anyway. Do it anyway. Nikki, you are a blessing. My business. Oh, thank you. I am now in BBU. Thank you for coffee with Nikki each day. You are helping me. Awesome. I'm so glad that I am. Thank you so much, Patricia. My goal is to cut the check for Jasmine today. Okay. Come on, Yazzie Faye. Come on, Yazzie Faye. What is everyone using for their website? I use BigCommerce. A lot of people love Shopify. Jasmine loves Shopify. I struggle with it. But oh, and I think Latrice uses Wix. Latrice uses Wix. Nicole uses Squarespace. There's quite a few options to use for your website, but the main thing to consider when you're choosing a site for your website is how easy is it for you to put your content on there? How easy is it for you to put not your content, your products and stuff like that, and the ease of using it. So, and then you want to make sure that first of all, it's reliable, because you don't want to have a lot of business going to your page and your site crash. Then that's not going to help you, because you can't confuse people. You confuse them, you lose them, and you don't want to lose your people. If they there, you want to keep them. So you want to make sure that it can handle whatever kind of business you have to do. Has anyone heard of WordPress? Yes, I've heard of WordPress, but WordPress, from what I know about it, is usually for bloggers. Not so much as a website. I know Yvonne uses WordPress, and she said because she's able to incorporate everything. But if it's not beginner friendly, so if you are a beginner, that's not where you want to start. You want to start with somewhere that has a template already for you to just plug and play your information, your products, your descriptions, your pricing, and the shipping and all of that, without you applying all those separate elements to your website to make it happen, especially if you're not tech savvy. So you don't want to use something where it's going to make you stagnant, or you have to keep, like with me with Shopify, I was on with tech support like every time I had to do something different. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. This is taking me forever in order for me to get the shop together. So I chose, I did have Bubble Babes University up on Shopify at first, but it was better for me to take it off that platform and put it on a platform that is catered to online classes and stuff like that. So that's what I ended up doing. I use Wix, but I'm migrating to Shopify. Shopify, I don't love it yet. I still don't love it yet, Loy. So we together. Gotcha. I hear a lot of people say Shopify a little work. Shopify is a little work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But Jasmine made it easier to understand. Easier. Not easy, easier. Thank you so much, Nikki. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I want y'all to like the thumbs up the video. Thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up. What's your platform? My platform is BigCommerce. BigCommerce to me is easiest. Actually, Big Cartel is the easiest. It's the easiest. It's the I would say the cheapest. And you could do everything through Big Cartel. Big Cartel is something that I use for my son's website, because it was less expensive. I think to put 10 items on there, 5 to 10 items is free, and then after that it's $10, and then it's $20. I don't think it's over $30 or something like that to get the maximum amount of products on BigCommerce. But so if you only have like 5, 10 things, you may pay $10, or it may be free. I don't remember. But that was the quickest and easiest and the cheapest. But I use BigCommerce because BigCommerce has, you can integrate everything that you need. Shopify is hard. I'm struggling. I know the struggle is real with Shopify. It is real. I think they needed, to me, I think Shopify was made for like tech savvy people. To me, it wasn't made for, simple, easy. Let's get, ease. It wasn't made for ease. It's a great platform and a lot of people swear by it, but it is a struggle. It is a learning curve. I'm assuming it's the learning curve. And it's the language, and it's a lot. It's a lot. But like I said, a lot of people like it. Yes, BigCommerce. BigCommerce is my platform. And they have free templates. You can do the free templates. You can change your templates. It's probably the same, but they managed to make the language easy. They managed to make you know what I'm saying? Like how you do things, they managed to make that easy as opposed to Shopify. But yep, that's it. So does anybody have any questions? If you're not yet following me yet, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, if you're already on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button wherever that's at. I don't know, is it down here somewhere? Hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're not a part of the Honor Society, make sure you join the Honor Society. That's Bubble Babes University, BABEZ University. .com. Join the Honor Society. In the Honor Society, we are going to have the monthly check-in, which is going to be next Sunday. This Sunday. Yes, it's going to be this Sunday at 7 p.m. And we'll also be having a new class. I forgot what class I said I'm going to do. It was the foil labels or something. I'm going to be doing that on a Zoom too. So I think I'm doing 2 free classes next month. Sure wasn't. It asked me to copy and paste like I'm a coder. No, ma'am. I need 2nd grade level. I'm telling you, I need it to be super easy. Super easy. So it's beginner friendly. It's beginner friendly. It's not as friendly as Big Cartel. Big Cartel is super easy. BigCommerce is a little bit more complicated, but it's not as complicated as Shopify. And they changed some things from when I first started, because I've been on this platform for 12 years, 10 years. Because when I first started, I forgot where I was. It wasn't BigCommerce. But it's changed. And so I had to learn some different things. But it's basically still easy. Still easy. So do we have any questions, y'all? We have any questions? I am going to maybe I'll put this up, and I do have actually in the Honor Society, I do have setting goals. I do have an article that I found that I thought was really good, and I also have breaking down the SMART goals in the Honor Society. So I don't really necessarily have to put this paperwork in there, but maybe I will. We'll see, because I already have it written out. I might as well just go ahead and upload it and put it in there for you guys for today's Coffee with Nikki. But that's basically it. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm about to wrap it up, and I will see you guys in the morning. Of course, I'm going to be flooding your stories because that's what I do. And with that being said, y'all, start setting your goals. Start now. I want to hear about it tomorrow. I want to hear about what goals you set today. And I want to know what mini goals did you set in order for you to achieve those goals. How far did you get? Did you accomplish them? I want to know all of that in the morning. So I want you guys to make sure that you put the goals on the board, on the paper, on the notebook, on the fridge, on the mirror, wherever the goals are, where you're going to see them. Let me know about it tomorrow. I want to know about it tomorrow. All right, y'all. So thank you so much. Thank you. So is it beginner friendly? I read that one already. Have a great day, ladies. So everybody, you have an amazing day, and we will see you in the morning. See you in the morning. Smart goals. Yes, set your goals. Set them and follow SMART. All right, you guys have an awesome, productive day. And I'll see you in the morning.